goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Rowland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Rowland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Rowland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle.
Let's go see. Oh, decent. Oh my god, that's one.
What's the river?
Oh, I thought that was a shelf or something. Yeah,
I've enough of Belcroft. Hope I see it again.
Let's see which one's this one.
Revelio.
There's 3 of them. I just
Confringo. Descendo.
Oh, okay.
Accio. Depulso. Propendo.
Oh. Do I have to make all the symbols match? Yes.
Yes, I read it wrong. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Propendo.
It's like a dice then, huh? Oh.
When done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego.
You've made a great...
Glacius.
the one who stole our...
I did it. In an ashwinder, no less.
Why you say it like that? Like we ain't been doing this the whole game, my guy. Keep getting that side there.
Not so tricky after all, Rowland.
I didn't load up the next one. Oh, I gotta do that later. Alright, so right over there. The beasts are down there.
Revelio.
Oh, it might be one cat. Wait, no, there's something there. What the heck you did? Let's see what that is real quick. You'll be fine. It's out of it.
Levioso. There. Revelio.
A niffler. Hey there. Julio. But my niffler. Okay, so I gotta tell him. That's nuts.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. What have we here? Descendo!
Introduce myself.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Oh no, I gotta go find that. Oh, I switched whatchamacallit, didn't I? Oh, let's switch that back.
To Bolso!
Oh, wait,
This
goddamn
looks
crocs.
intriguing. Revelio.
Oh, I should trade all that stuff in. I was doing some stuff before I started stream. Okay. So we gotta use his map. Trades. That's in our, that's right. View. Is that the camp too? Yeah, because that X marks the spot. So south along a river into whatever that is. Okay. Let's see if that makes here, just in case. I'm gonna screenshot that real quick. Okay. South along a river. So if we zoom all the way. Wee beauty here. Looks kind of a similar shape.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
Goblins will finally rule.
What do we have here?
Make sure this fucking its face.
Descendo! Confringo!
Hey, come back here.
Don't you try again, I beg you! Descendo!
You told me to try it.
Revelio.
There's a lot of it.
Go and patrol.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Expelliarmus!
Oh. Okay. I like that.
A ladder. That's what I need.
Ah, how nice of you to stop by.
Descendo! Expelliarmus!
Stop by.
Confringo!
Someone to fight.
I won't rest.
Revelio!
What's up, Mimi? Controls over there.
Confringo! Revelio! Descendo! No! Confringo! This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Revelio!
Down there.
This looks like trouble. Descendo! Confringo! Glacius! Descendo!
Oh, teleporting.
Potato! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
I hit the Y.
Confringo! Descendo!
I hate that you teleport. So stupid.
Expelliarmus! Potato! Descendo! Confringo! Descendo! Glacius! Confringo!
Just fall over. Good, bro. meant to do this. And why not do that again?
Revelio.
What the hell is a skull over there for? What does that mean?
Incendio. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio.
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Boom, boom, boom.
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes.
Some ruins now. I hope I don't fill up on
What will we find in here?
stuff. That would suck. I forgot to sell.
The wizard's
Incendio. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Revelio.
There. Wait, okay. It's first.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Descendo. Incendio. Revelio.
Hello.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
All with
a human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. Who is he?
Such arrogance.
Eric.
A boy in a door.
Oh, jeez.
You will
Incendio.
White dragged it out longer than necessary. I would.
Glacier. Confringo.
Summon two enemies. what you saying?
Your
you were
blood's
saying
on Ranrock's hands.
I don't know what it
Revelio.
was. But you sound like you was talking shit. Please. Stuff. Let me see how much space. Oh, I got 4 more slots. Okay. I had to sell it before I go back and turn the quest in.
Revelio.
Something. Maybe that side? No.
Revelio. Confringo. Depulso.
Don't want you there.
Revelio.
Somewhere else. Oh, okay, it does.
What's down there? It's a... Blazing. Incendio.
Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's not raining.
Incendio. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Set up the boiler door.
Incendio. Revelio.
Doesn't do with this. Oh wait, you know what?
Incendio. Depulso. Accio.
Just want to make sure I can interact with that. That's what that blue thing is. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Just go. Just jump out there and grab it. You know you want to. I bet you must go all the way around. I knew that the whole time. I'm not stupid.
Revelio.
Sure nothing's in this corner or anything.
Confringo.
One way or another, we'll get what we owe.
Descendo. Incendio. Confringo. Blazing.
I will make you.
Descendo!
Ah, I hit Y.
Incendio!
I won't rest.
Confringo! Protego!
Oh, little moon car. One less human to worry about.
Incendio!
No!
Descendo! Incendio! Confringo! Descendo!
I won't rest. Was that your best?
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio!
Oh, they got full on. Yep, when I got those two things, I was like, damn, I just. That's not what I wanted to do. Destroy these screens. And this one, just because it's here. Identify.
Revelio!
This way. Yeah. Oh, which way not? Let's go.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
And there's another chest. Oh, no, I bet it's up here. Dun, dun, dun. I should just open it. Oh, cool. Is it waiting well? Yeah, it's waiting well. Okay, so we know how we got some more green stuff. I wish I was setting. It's just, just make sure. What is this? Loyal in kind. Oh, yeah. Just get should be plenty, and I should have sold this stuff ahead of time. Let's take this one back.
Oh, you found it! Pass it to me! Hurry! Before they come! I must get out! Hurry!
Oh, they're dead.
Oh, thank Merlin! Thank you! You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizard kind, sees us all as cruel.
That was it.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
Like, I get that that would kind of change you a little bit, but why would it be like, oh, now I hate everybody. I beat up one time. Like, that must have been the ass whooping of a lifetime.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
That's not bad. Kind of like a lot of things. It's like I wish it was a different color. But I'll rock that a little bit for a while. All right, let's go ahead and can I just fast travel out of here? No. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's have somewhere. Yep.
Revelio.
Why? Alright, so I'm going to go. Now the next part the main quest is here. That's the only one left to do. I don't know if there is a cellar over there. That'd be great. I don't think so. So because I'm not sure. Oh wait, is it? This popped up first. No, I'll do it later. Oh wait, no, I walked by that person. Okay. Yeah, that was something else. I'll do it later. So let's go to Hogsmeade. I meant to go to Hogsmeade. And we'll just... what's that closest to it? I'll leave the other stuff I unidentified for right now.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
It's gonna be Sebastian. Forgot I gotta go to work now. Good thing I traveled here before. Make it a little bit faster. Might not have a 2-hour stream like I do normally. Started this one.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, there's someone to sell. There. The busy Friday.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Man, you got yelled at one time and now your clothes is acting up.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Cover up wide. Back this way. No! I will make you pay.
Incendio!
Descendo! Object of your suspicion. Who my friends are now, don't I?
What's up?
Why don't you come up here and fight me? No!
Places!
I will make you.
Pinfinger! Incendio!
You've made your last mistake.
Says the guy about to get hit by an explosive
Does
barrel.
Hogwarts teach you? Stop by. Let's get this over with.
Incendio!
Oh, that's
Stop avoiding me.
no. Why?
You can't stop us.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
What do you mean try to warn me? We good? Can I repair this? Also, why?
Reparo.
Not sure why, but whatever.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the Loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Revelio.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's what I've heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Yeah, definitely intentional.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me
Revelio.
they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio. Confringo.
Huh. Can't like that.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that
Lumos.
happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Can't see it. You probably saw that part though.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything.